What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my Monday Night Raw After No Mercy review for September 25th, 2017. Raw review. This show was awful. I'd say 3 segments, or maybe 4, were decent and entertaining. Maybe only 3, I don't know. But the show felt just really flat, boring, went on way too long. Not the worst ever, but it's kind of close. Crowd sucked. I thought they were in Canada, but they were in Ottawa, California. Never heard of Ottawa, California. I only heard of Ottawa, Canada. Or Ottawa in Canada. The crowd was bad. It was way worse than LA. They were soft. SAWFT. So it kicked off with the Miz TV. Miz comes out with his Miztourage. Miz says, here's Roman Reigns is his guest. Reigns talks and he's boring as hell. You can't cut a promo, Reigns. You sound boring. You make me bored. You should not talk. You need a manager. So Reigns says to Miz, why don't you fight me tonight? Miz disagrees. He walks out of the ring, starts leaving. Kurt Angle's music hits. And Kurt Angle says, no, Miz, tonight you will face Roman and Jason Jordan and Matt Hardy will face the Miztourage. Axel and Bo Dallas. And I think Kurt Angle explained that Jeff Hardy has a shoulder injury, or the announcers explained it. He has a shoulder injury, torn rotator cuff that is not good. He might be out 9 months with an injury like that. That takes a long time to heal. That sucks for the Hardy Boys, the broken Hardys. If they could do that in the future, that sucks for Jeff Hardy and for Matt. Because now they can't be a team. They can't be together. Because Jeff has to recover from surgery after he has the surgery. So I feel really bad for Jeff Hardy. I'm a fan of his. It sucks. He's going to be going away. So the first match is, and there wasn't that much to Miz TV. I did not enjoy it because I enjoyed what Miz had to say. But I didn't enjoy what Roman had to say because that guy he's just super boring. Super boring to listen to. In the first hour of Raw, I swear, after the first match, it felt like it was a 3-hour edition, but we were only in the first hour. So the first match was Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel against Matt Hardy, Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan looked damn impressive again, hitting a lot of suplexes. Jeff Hardy's at ringside. He's actually outside the ring and he made the 3 count. Matt and Jason Jordan win. It was a good kickoff to Raw. Good first match. So then we get a recap. They put over, the announcers put over, up next we're going to see highlights from the main event of No Mercy, one of the most overhyped, that did not deliver main events in WWE pay-per-view history. It did not deliver, and it was really overhyped. Way too overhyped. They hyped it up so much, I expected it to be awesome. I expect it to be broken tables, broken announce tables, chairs used, everything used. Trash cans, weapons. I expect them to go on the stage and brawl. But that never happened. God-awful booking for that main event. Braun, Lesnar, we didn't want to see them wrestle. I didn't want to see them have a wrestling match. I wanted to see it be a brawl, a street fight, have it be out of control, have Braun do what he does best, destroy people and destroy things. The match should have been like that. Should have Braun destroying everything like he's Godzilla. Because that's how you should be booked every time. On pay-per-view, Braun should be booked like a monster. That was really... made no sense, and it was pointless to put Braun in a wrestling match against Brock. And it was really pointless to him get hit with one F5 out of nowhere and lose. That was really stupid. So if Vince came up with that, or Heyman, or Brock, they all thought that was a good idea, to have a monster like Braun Strowman job and look weak in a wrestling match, that was not a good idea. Should have been no DQ, should have been some gimmick. Should have been a weapons match, should have been a street fight, should have been no countouts or something. Because that main event and No Mercy was boring as hell. Really boring. That main event was worse and more boring than Samoa Joe Brock. And it was just booked like Samoa Joe and Brock from Great Balls of Fire. That's how Braun and Brock was booked at No Mercy. It was a straight up wrestling match, and it never should have been. I want to see violence. I want to see carnage. I want to see broken tables and out of control acts of violence by Braun against Brock, or acts of violence by Brock against Braun, but that didn't happen. So they try to recap the No Mercy main event. They try to put it over. Corey Graves, I'm sure he was told to say this. Corey Graves had the nerve to say, I'm not blaming him personally. His TV character, he's not really a character, he's himself, but he said this. Corey Graves said it was the most epic main event ever. No, it wasn't. It was one of the most boring main events on pay-per-view ever. And Reigns and Cena was no better, but Reigns and Cena was a little bit better than Brock and Braun. So they recap Brock and Braun, and I hated that match because they really misused Braun Strowman. He shouldn't be booked in a wrestling match on a pay-per-view. Stupid, bad use of Braun Strowman. You're wasting his talents by booking him in a wrestling match against Brock. It's pointless. And it makes no sense. I mean, look what Braun did at SummerSlam. That's what I was expecting him to do at No Mercy. Break a few tables, be out of control Godzilla, monster among men. That didn't happen. So the next match is Elias against Apollo Crews again. This was on the kickoff. I didn't care. Titus was at ringside. Elias wins again. And I joked on Twitter and said, watch, Elias will win again. Because they hate Crews. And he did win. And that's pathetic. If I was Crews, I'd ask for my release. I really would. Because he could make good money on the indies, I'm sure. So Titus, after the match, gets pissed off and chases Elias out of the ring. Then Titus takes off his suit jacket like he wants to fight Elias. That match was just pointless. Elias wins. Nobody cares. I like Elias when he sings and makes up those songs and rips a crowd in all the different cities. That's funny. But him defeating Crews over and over is not funny. So next we had Kurt Hawkins come out. And he tried to cut a promo that was like 1 minute long. Not even a minute. And then Braun Strowman's music hits. And this got me excited. So Braun comes out and Kurt Hawkins wants none of Braun. He jumps into the crowd, starts running away. Braun jumps over the barricade, chases down Hawkins and catches him. Braun looked damn quick for a big guy. Caught Hawkins, put him through a table by the stage, picked him up, tossed him onto the stage, then picks him up, lifts him up, runs through the screen, through the LED board, the screen on the stage, runs him through it. The screen breaks through it. That was awesome spot. So that got me a bit back into Raw. That made me kind of excited. I thought maybe things will be good after this. And they weren't really good at all. Only like 2 or 3 segments were not boring. So Braun destroying Hawkins, that was not boring. That was a good segment. But after that, Braun gets on the mic and says, I'm not done with my destruction or something, and calls out anybody to come stop him. Dean Ambrose, his music hits, and Dean Ambrose thought he had a chance. I don't know why, but Ambrose comes out, and him and Braun go at it, have a match, and it went on too long. Anyways, Ambrose loses. I expected that. I would hope to God they wouldn't put Ambrose over Braun, because that would have really killed him. So after that, we have Alexa Bliss come out. She's going to cut a promo in the ring. I don't know why I messed her name up. Alexa comes out to the ring to cut a promo. And then she says, last night I beat all 4 women, and I'm still the women's champion. And then she talks a little bit more, and Mickie James' music hits. And then before that, she yelled at the crowd, respect me, I am the goddess. That was pretty funny. Alexa's great on the mic. She's really good at promos. So then Mickie James' music hits. Mickie James comes out because Alexa talked about her on Raw Talk last night. So Mickie comes out, gets on the mic, says, Alexa, I heard you talking about me last night on Raw Talk. You didn't think I heard that? She goes, why don't you say it to my face? She goes, I'm right here. Look at me and say it to my face. And say how you really feel. And then Alexa goes, basically, okay. She goes, you have a few fans that still chant, you still got it. That was pretty damn funny. And then she goes, says, Mickie, I don't want to face you because I'm afraid, or I don't want to see you break a hip. That was also pretty funny. And then the crowd, they liked Mickie a lot more than Alexa. Because Alexa kept putting her down, putting her age down, and Mickey's not that old. I don't believe she's 40 yet, and she looks damn good for her age. So anyways, Alexa goes on to say, I don't want you to break a hip, and goes on to say, what the hell did I write here? Can't even read it. Says, I'm the, what the hell did she say? Well, that was Mickie. After Alexa put her down, Mickie came back on the mic, says, I'm the one that said I really carried the women's division. She goes, I was a pioneer, stuff like that. And then Mickie goes, when I was on the top of my game and you were a little girl, she goes, you were still wearing a training bra. That was a great line. And then Mickie goes on to say, it looks like right now, looks at her, and Mickie goes, it looks like right now you're still wearing a training bra. Or like you still got one on right now. That was also a good line. And then after that, and Mickie said she was basically breaking walls down for the women's division when she was in it. And she's a 6-time former women's champion. That's all true. She's the first woman, I believe, to ever be women's champion and divas champion. She was the first ever woman to win both titles. So anyways, that was funny saying, looks like I was on top when you were wearing a training bra, and it looks like you still are wearing one. That was funny shit. So up next we had Rollins against Sheamus. And anyways, Rollins, Sheamus, I didn't care. I love Rollins, so I'm wearing you guys' new shirt. Big fan of Rollins, but I didn't care about the match. Rollins wins. Cesaro is actually there ringside after getting his front teeth knocked out. I believe they got pushed up into his jaw or mouth or something. And he's going to need surgery. That had to be painful. And I saw how Cesaro got his teeth knocked out. He took a monkey flip and he went into the ring post. Basically, he like jumped up way too far and hit his mouth or hit his teeth on the ring post behind the turnbuckles. Probably that LED board that covers the ring post. Hit his mouth on there, busted his teeth. That's an odd way to lose teeth. That was like a freak accident. And there's no way Cesaro did on purpose. Some people think he did on purpose. No way. So, Rollins defeats Sheamus. Up next we have, I believe, a backstage segment. Finn Balor goes up to Goldust. Or they confront each other and start talking. Goldust starts ripping them. And just saying, don't be talking about me like that or something. I don't remember. You don't know me or something. I don't know. Again, this Raw I was not into, and I think it was a really bad episode. So this review, I'm not going to be excited or energetic because I didn't care about the show. The best thing that happened was Braun attacking Hawkins, destroying him. Why didn't they do that last night against Brock? I will never understand why they didn't do that. Bad idea to not do that. Instead, you have Braun destroy people on Raw, but he couldn't destroy Brock on pay-per-view. And I blame Vince, Paul Heyman, and Brock for that. I blame them for not letting Braun destroy Brock. Because that had something to do with the finish. I guess Heyman didn't think Braun should be put over. Talked Vince out of putting Braun over. I don't know if Vince ever wanted to put him over, but I think Heyman really held down Braun. Heyman and Brock and Vince is to blame too. They held down Braun. Maybe they thought he wasn't ready. I don't agree. So you think Braun's not ready, but Jinder is? No. Braun is way more ready than Jinder. And the fans actually care about Braun. They never cared about Jinder before he won the damn title. So I don't want to hear that argument that Braun is not ready for the title. Because Jinder was not ready at all, and he's still not. So anyways, I guess Paul Heyman wanted to get his friend, Brock Lesnar, he wanted to get his friend put over Braun. So they wanted to bury Braun just to help Brock. Stupid idea. Bad idea. Not the right decision. So up next was Goldust says, I'm sorry I acted like that. Did the fist bump to Finn, says it's all under the bridge. And then Finn's about to shake his hand. Goldust punches him in the face and attacks him backstage. That was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that. But then later, Goldust as usual, just jobs again. So up next we had a Cena Roman recap. I didn't like Cena admitting, yes, I passed the torch, and Roman is the guy, because he beat me. No, he's not the guy, and no, it's still not his yard. That's how I feel. You're not the guy, Roman, and it's not your yard just because John Cena said he passed the torch. That isn't going to make me believe it. I'll never believe that Roman is the guy. And I tweeted it on Twitter. Roman, you will not be the guy, and you will not be looked at as better than Cena. You will not surpass what Cena's done. I don't like Cena, but I respect him. And I respect what he's done for wrestling and WWE and his work ethic. I really respect that about Cena. So Roman, I said in 5, 10, 20 years, you will never be looked at as better than John Cena. Ever. You will never be looked at as better than John Cena was as a franchise and the guy of the company. Also, Roman, going back to different eras, you'll never be better than Flair, Hogan, Savage, Piper, Dusty, a lot of guys, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, all better than you, Roman, and you'll never surpass, never, Undertaker, you'll never, ever, Roman, surpass those legends. There's others I can name, I just can't think of. Sting, Roman, you will never be better than Sting and have the career he had, because Sting was loved. Even though he's in a different era, he was loved as a wrestler and a character. Anyways, back to my Raw review. Up next, after the Cena-Roman recap, Miz against Roman. Non-title, Roman wins. Shocker. Super Roman wins. And I felt, when I was watching this match, and I started thinking to myself, they are really going to go with Roman against Brock at WrestleMania for the title. That is stupid. I don't want to see that. They're going to push Roman as a damn babyface. That's a bad idea. They tried that. WrestleMania 31, and Roman got booed out of the stadium. And he'll get booed again if you put him as a goddamn babyface. Against Brock at WrestleMania, he will get booed like crazy again. And the match might end up like Goldberg-Brock did at WrestleMania 20, where the fans didn't care because they knew both guys were leaving. If they know Brock is leaving, they're probably going to chant at Brock, you sold out. Or maybe they'll chant, thank you, Lesnar. I don't know what the fans are going to decide to do. If the fans are pissed and they know Brock is leaving and they don't like it, that are part-timers in the main event, they're probably going to boo Brock and they're going to boo Roman. The main event will be a mess. Real mess. But WWE actually deserves that. They deserve to have their main event at WrestleMania 34 booed out of the stadium. It deserves to be booed out of the stadium if they're going to book it again. I don't want to see Roman Brock again. Unless Roman is a heel and he has Paul Heyman with him for like 2-3 months before Mania. If Roman is a heel against Brock, that'd be more interesting to me. Back to my review. Goldust, after Roman won against The Miz, he got beat down by the Miztourage, and it never ended. The beatdown continued, and it would not effing end. I thought for sure Ambrose or Rollins was coming out to save him. Because I read some rumors, it's probably true, I read that the WWE wants to reunite the Shield. So Roman will probably win the IC title, and Ambrose and Rollins will still be tag champs. And then they'll put them back together, and they'll have a 6-man tag at TLC. Just watch that happen. So Goldust against Finn Balor. Finn Balor wins. I felt bad for Goldust. Again, every time he loses jobs, I feel bad for the guy because I like him. But I hope he's being paid well for all the jobbing he does to the younger talent. Goldust, they're not doing anything with him. I mean, that was awesome when he beat up Ballard backstage. I thought it was awesome. Then he quoted a Godfather line from the movie. But then they have Goldust's job. So that was stupid. They're not doing anything with Goldust. They might as well just make him an agent backstage. Because the guy could really help the business as an agent. He could really help out the younger talent. And he's probably helping them out now. But I don't believe he's an agent yet. He's still a wrestler on his contract. So Finn wins, and then Bray Wyatt, some music goes on, and lights go out. It was stupid. I hated it. Some stupid little kid, and I believe this was the same recording of the kid singing from WrestleMania 30. In their Cena-Bray feud, going into WrestleMania 30. I believe this was the exact same recording of some kid singing, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. I bet you that recording is like from 4 years ago. Or 3 years ago. Dumb. Why the hell bring that back? Why bring back that stupid, god-awful storyline of this stupid little kid singing music? Singing Bray to the ring. I don't want to see that shit. And I don't want to see kids involved in wrestling, and I don't want to hear kids on Monday Night Raw singing. That was annoying. And it pissed me off. So I just said to myself, like, what the fuck are they doing? Having that kid sing, he's got the whole world in his hands. They're going to try to do that crap again. Nobody cares. That is so stupid. And then I tweeted, like, I don't remember what I tweeted, something about Bray, and he used to have the whole world in his hands until the WWE title was ripped out of his hands by Randy Orton at WrestleMania. That was stupid to give Orton the title. Really dumb. I wish Bray was still champion right now, because then we wouldn't have to have Jinder as champion. How can they think Bray went to Drew money as a champion, but they have kept it on Jinder way longer just because of stupid India? They think they're going to make a lot of money in the Indian market. And they probably do from a TV deal, but so what? Jinder is a bad champion. He's not working as WWE champion. And I guarantee, to me, Bray Wyatt, if they had gave him the title for over 6 months, Bray would have been a way better champion. If they let Bray run with it, like they let Jinder, and Jinder has done a god-awful job. All his feuds have been shit. His feud against Orton was shit. It was never ending. And his feud against Nakamura is bad because he should have never defeated Nakamura in the first place. And he's going to defeat him again. At Hell in a Cell, Jinder will retain. So, bad. And what the hell are you thinking? WWE SmackDown head writer, or whoever booked that crap. What the fuck were you thinking having Jinder cut a racist promo against Nakamura? That was beyond stupid. That was one of the dumbest. That was offensive. That was dumb as hell to have Jinder do that. That was just. That was beyond stupid. That they thought nobody would pick up on it. I think it was a racist promo. So back to my review. I'm aggravated and pissed off. So I'm going to end this really soon. Up next, Bayley and Sasha have a tag match against Nia and Emma. This was pretty good. I enjoyed it. glad to see all these women got to work a match, because before this there was no women's match. There was just Alexa, Mickey, and a promo segment. So Bayley, Sasha win. I enjoyed that. Next we had the main event, or before Bayley, Sasha against Emma and Nia. Kurt Angle was backstage, the GM, and he says to somebody, maybe Enzo is still there, I don't remember, but Kurt Angle says, "That Enzo Amore, damn, you are annoying," or "Damn, he's annoying." I agree. So now the main event segment wasn't a match. Main event talking segment. Enzo Amore, I don't like the guy. I used to be a fan of the guy's great at talking still, but I don't know, the guy just gets on my nerves now. So Enzo in the main event segment, I guess every time Enzo's on Raw, the guy must draw ratings or something. He must draw ratings. Ratings must go up. I'm not joking. The ratings must go up when Enzo's on Raw, because why they put him in the main event segment? They did that for a reason. So Enzo comes out, new Cruiserweight champion. I was against him defeating Neville. The championship celebration of Enzo. Enzo starts ripping. First off, all the Cruiserweights come out on the stage, and Enzo starts ripping all of them. Starts ripping and making fun of all of them. And that was uncomfortable to watch, and it was pointless and just dumb. And they must really want Enzo to be booed or a heel, because Enzo putting all of them down, that would just get him a lot of hate from a lot of fans. Because all those guys on the stage, Rich Swann, TJP, Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, Graham Metalik, Mustafa Ali, who else was there? Jack Gallagher, all those guys, all the cruiserweights on the stage, all those guys are super talented. They don't deserve to be ripped on. That pissed me off. I know it was planned before and it was scripted, but it still pissed me off. Because Enzo, that promo he cut on them, you got some fucking nerve to cut on them. They're all talented guys, and you still can't wrestle, Enzo. So Enzo went off on the cruiserweights, and then Neville's music hits. Cruiserweights move out of the way, let Neville come through. Neville gets a mic, and Neville looked pissed. He looked like he had the devil inside of him. Enzo had the looks that kill. He was just staring at freaking Enzo like, he's on the stage staring at Enzo like this. I thought his head was going to explode. Or his eyeballs were going to pop out of his head. Neville looked super pissed and angry, and I know that's his character, but that was damn funny. He was mad as hell that Enzo was Cruiserweight champion. He was like this. It was damn funny. So anyways, Neville cuts his promo, and then he says, "You're nothing, you're nobody," and he says, "You came here 2 years ago," and he goes, "Now 2 years later, you were kicked off Raw, nobody wants you, you were left at the doorstep of 205 Live, like a little, what do you call him? Not a slug, I think you call him a slug. You were left at our doorstep like a little slug." And then he goes, "Nobody likes you," stuff like that. It was damn funny. And then Neville gets into the ring, and Enzo starts holding up a paper going, No, Kurt Angle signed this. You can't touch me. You can't touch me if you want a title shot again. You cannot touch me if you want. If you touch me and attack me, you'll never get a title shot again." So Neville stops and just is mad as hell staring at Enzo in the ring. Enzo gets on the mic and goes, He goes, all you guys, all you cruiserweights out here, all you guys would not even be in the main event right now, in the main event segment. He goes, none of you would be out here if it wasn't for me. He says, I'm a star. He says, I'm a star and you all are not, basically. He goes, I'm a star. He goes, my merchandise. Enzo says, my merchandise checks, or something like, my merchandise checks are bigger than what all you make, or putting them down. That also pissed me off, because I think Enzo's damn conceited in real life. And probably a jerk-off in real life. That's why he's hated by all the boys. Guy's conceited, probably spoiled as hell, and acts like he's the biggest star ever in WWE, and we all know he's not. But he does probably act like he is. I'm not saying Enzo shouldn't have confidence. He should. But, I don't know, man, you need to check yourself backstage. And I don't care if your merchandise checks are really good. Good for you. You have a fan base, but who cares? You're not a better wrestler than all those cruiserweights just because you get a good merchandise check. So, anyways, I guess that they're doing the storyline Neville can't touch Enzo to get more heat on Enzo. But then Neville just attacks him and spin kicks him in the gut, throws him to the outside, beats the hell out of Enzo. Enzo tries to leave. The cruiserweights come down the ramp. They're pointing, saying, get your ass back in there to get your ass kicked. And Neville goes outside, throws Enzo back in the ring, goes up to the top, hits the red arrow. And then Neville's music plays, and that's the end of Monday Night Raw. Again, I liked what Neville did beating up Enzo. But now the guy can't get a title shot no more. That sucks. But maybe they'll start having Neville face bigger guys and be out of the Cruiserweight division. I don't know. I'd be all for that. If Neville went to SmackDown or something. Or if Neville took on guys that weren't Cruiserweights, I'd be all for that. Because, I don't know, it's kind of pointless to have Neville still in the Cruiserweight division if the guy can never get a title shot again. That's pretty pointless to keep him in the division. So I liked what Neville did. I liked how mad he looked on the stage. I liked what Braun did to Hawkins. And I liked Mickey Alexa's promo. And I liked the women's tag. That was about it. The rest of the show, I swear, the rest of the show felt like it's 5 hours. Maybe 6 hours. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm in a bad mood tonight, I don't know. I'm very warm. It's very warm in my room. Because I don't have the air on, but it's pretty damn, very warm in here. So that probably, but I had the air on the whole time I was watching Raw, so I can't use that as an excuse. Because when I get really hot, I do get in a bad mood. If I'm not in air conditioning. So anyways, this Raw, September 25th, 2017, this episode of Raw, the grade it gets from me is a D. It gets a D. It wasn't a good episode at all. I enjoyed like 3 or 4 segments, and that's it. The only match I enjoyed was the women's tag. That's the only match I enjoyed on the whole show. And the other things were segments. As I said, Braun destroying Hawkins, that was awesome, but why didn't they do that in No Mercy? I don't get it. So this ends my Raw September 25th, 2017 review. My next Raw review will be after TLC in October. I believe TLC is October 22nd. So that'll be my next Raw review. Will be in October after TLC. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter's in the description. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now, and fuck you, Trump, for trying to tell NFL players that they should be fired for kneeling. It has nothing to do with the flag. That's not why they're kneeling. They're not kneeling to disrespect the flag, you stupid, dumbass dope. That's not why they're kneeling. They're kneeling for a reason, for a cause. Because a lot of bad stuff has happened to their race. Being gunned down by cops when they don't have weapons on them. Injustice. A lot of injustice against the black community. That's a fact. A lot of injustice has happened. Scumbags like George Zimmerman. And I'm about to end in a minute, but I have to say this. Scumbags like George Zimmerman got away with murder. Murdered Trayvon Martin. Never got charged. Many other police officers have never been charged. I don't know why on earth they're not charged for doing murder. You can't, as a cop, you can't just kill somebody. You can't just kill them because you're scared for your life. None of these guys that were killed had guns. None of them had guns or weapons. And they didn't draw their weapons at the cops. If you point a gun, I don't care what race you are, if you point a gun that's loaded at a cop, you deserve to be killed. But you do not deserve no race, no creed, color, religion, gender. Nobody deserves to be killed and gunned down when they don't have a weapon. That's wrong. Trump, you're totally wrong. In your sick brain, your mentally ill brain, you actually probably think you're right. What you tweeted Friday night, or what you said Friday in Alabama, the South, stupid people there that go to his rallies. Oh my God, man. Trump, this is not a reality show. You running the country's not a fucking reality show. You're a disgrace. You're a damn disgrace as a president. You shouldn't even be in there. You're a disgrace. I don't know what else to say. I'm at a loss for words. After all the dumb, wrong shit Trump has done, how in the hell is he still in office? GOP in the Senate, they control the Senate, they control the House. They all got no fucking balls that they won't try to impeach Trump. The only guy, in my opinion, that I respect and like, that's a Republican, the only guy, John McCain. That's the only guy I respect. John McCain said he will vote no. Again, he's going to vote a no for this god-awful health care plan they came up with in 1 week to try to kick everybody off health care. Leave Obamacare the hell alone. Just fix it. Or come up with a better plan. And work with the Democrats to come up with a better plan. John McCain said no. I think Ted Cruz is voting no. You know, Ted Cruz is fucking insane in my opinion. Rand Paul. That guy has a brain, actually. He's voting no. I don't know, some other woman is voting no. So, Trump, stay out of bashing professional athletes. Because you're dead wrong. What you said was dead wrong. Dead wrong. They should be fired for kneeling for the national anthem. You're an idiot, Trump. You don't even know why they're kneeling. Why don't you tweet about Puerto Rico, you dumbass? You're pathetic. So this ends my Raw review. I went off script, whatever. I didn't plan to, but I just want to say that new healthcare bill that the Republicans are trying to pass, it's god-awful. It's a god-awful bill. You know, hurt people forever. Forever. With pre-existing conditions, it'll hurt them forever. People will die. If the healthcare bill passes, people will fucking die. Because their plan is god-awful. So I hope that healthcare bill does not pass. And John McCain, you're a damn hero. Bye for now, everybody.